I've got an itch I can't scratch, I'm missing a piece that completes a whole part of me, an open wound scar to see. Everybody come here, gather round, welcome to the freak show, the best in town. What the hell's wrong with me? I don't get along with anybody, honestly. I've been living in my own head constantly, thoughts jumbled round, think I need a new lobotomy. Wait, all these thoughts are too negative. I don't wanna get lost in the sedative. Gotta show them what I got, I'm competitive. You know I'm about to go off, I won't let them win. I'll take a stab, I wanna chase a bag. I wanna weigh, I can change all the things I lack. I gotta face the facts, I gotta taste in that. Got me a
mug design. And the materials that I use are 2 different sublimation papers. I'm going to be using a sub 8.5 by 11. I'm going to be using Stampcolour 3 by 5 by 9. I'm also going to be using business cards by Avery, which is the glossy photo finish, and it's $88.59. And I'm going to be using some proposal linen paper that is by Southworth. Let me tell you about the equipment that I use. I use my Ecotank converted 2803 sublimation, my Inkjet 2830. Then I use my Tycolit heatpress clamshell 360 degree. Let's head on over to Canva and I will show you exactly what I did. Okay, we are now on Canva's home page, and to start off, you can either choose your logo creative blank from the middle of the page. You can type it in the top of the page, or you can go to the far right and just push create a design. But by me having mine already, I'm going to go ahead and click into mine. Now, the only thing that I did do with this is a little borders and added a heart and put some lettering in the inside. But if you look here on the left hand side, they have various templates that you can select and use for your own creation. And they have specialties like hospitals, doctors, churches, events, animation, gaming, so forth and so on. So you can choose to do whatever it is that suits your fancy. But to show you how I actually created mine, I'm going to insert, click add a page so I can get a blank page. I'm going to go up to elements here on the left hand side, and I'm going to choose the border in which I had selected in order to make mine. Here is the border here, and when you left click on it, you get to choose another border, actually duplicating the border that you did have. I just sized it up a little bit so you can actually see what I did. And basically I turned the bottom one around so that both ends can be facing each other. Then I slid it up and sized it to wherever and however long, width, length and width as I saw fit. And then I added a heart here, changed the color, and then added my name in the middle. And that was simple. I mean, I already had an idea and what I wanted to do. So, and going forward, that's how I ended up creating this design here in Canva. Now, after creating this, I was like, okay, now it's time for me to build, or should I say, make me and create a business card. So I'm going to go back to the home page. And here on the home page, they also have a template for making business cards. So here it is right here, to, it's this, the third one to your right, where you can select business cards. Again, you can type business card in the search bar here, but since I already created it, I'm going to just go to mine. So as this loading up, what I actually did was I took my logo sign and put it here at the top, and I just added from the left hand side, I just added some text box, which you can click on text and you'll see like add a sub heading. You see that there, add a subheading. Of course I don't need that, so let me go ahead and undo that. But basically that's all I did, was add subheadings and added a little bit of body text or however I wanted that information to be. And then I typed in the logo that I wanted, or should I say the little stamp for IG, and also for YouTube. They didn't have one for Facebook, and that's why I have at FB. So after doing that, I was like, okay, I want to take this same logo and make a t-shirt logo as well as some stationery. And that's when I decided to go over to Word. So let's head on over to Word and I'll show you how I created the stationery and the t-shirt logo. Okay, we are now in the Word document and I'm on a new page. Since I've already created all of this, I'm just going to show you how to insert it, just in case you don't know how. And from a blank page, once we had shared the document and downloaded it as PNG, we then go to design. We would go to insert, go to picture, and then we're going to select this device. This device open up your files where you can pour down your designs that you have just created. So wherever you have saved them at, you would just go ahead and click on them. I'll just do this for the sake of showing you. I know that mine is on my desktop, so I hit desktop and I'm going to just go ahead and press on my business cards, and that's how that looks there. So since I already have them done, I'm going to go ahead and close out this page, and this is the logo. This is how I stretched it out. I brought the logo over and I stretched it out. I changed the layout of the paper to landscape, and that was about it. And I just, I did right click and I wrapped it, hit wrap text, and I tightened the text so that I can be able to move this logo all together instead of it doing whatever it wanted to do on the screen, moving about where I didn't want it to go. So this was the logo for the t-shirt. And then I decided I was going to do the business cards. In order to do the business cards, you go out to mailing. You tap on mailing, you hit label. After you hit label, then it's going to come up with the templates that you need to put the 8859 into. If you, of course, you won't have that in that area, so you go to option and make the selection from the far right, which is find the update on office.com. So you type in, or you stroll down till you get to the 8859, and then you push OK, and from there you would then push new document, and you would get this whole template page. In order to have this to be duplicated in each cell of the business card, you're going to have to right click, copy, and then you go to the next cell, right click, and paste. You don't have to do that any longer. You don't have to copy anymore. You just go ahead and just paste from that point forward after you get into each blank business card section or template. And as I didn't mention, I also made a template for my mug. This is the template in which I use the same business card information, and I made a template. I did make changes accordingly because I was using the 3x5x9 paper. So if you just so happen to get that particular paper, I know for Windows 10 I had to make some adjustments, and how I made that adjustment was I went to layout. I changed my margins to a narrow 0.5. I changed the orientation to a landscape, and as well as I went into size and I did more paper sizes. And when I went to more paper size, if you push print, you will see that I have a custom page setting. And that's where the 9x3x5 is listed. And that allowed me to print on my particular printer. And that's about it. So we're going to go ahead and head all over here to the heat press. And I'm going to press these designs on the mug. Oh, one more thing. I didn't show you the stationery. Let me show you how I created my stationery. I used the same logo, but I just changed it a bit. So we're going to go ahead and open up the stationery. And this is the stationery. Okay, we now at the heat press station, and with the Tycolit heat press for t-shirts, it's going to be 360 degree temperature. I'm sorry, it's going to be 390 degree temperatures for 40 seconds. So once that heats up, we're going to go ahead and put the design on the front of the t-shirt. I've already prepped the t-shirt. And I also use my lint brush to just run it over the t-shirt to make sure there's no debris or anything on it. So after I get finished, I'll come back and I'll let you see the result. Okay, it's beeping now. Let's see how the finished result is. We're going to turn this off, swing it around. We're going to take off our Teflon paper. I'm going to slide this on back and pull this off, and voila, there we are. That is a wonderful design. Mug in the mug press, and the temperature for this Tycolit heat press is 360, and it's going to take 180 in seconds to actually put the imprint of the sublimation on the mug. I'm going to go ahead and wait for the timer, and I'll see you when this is completed. It's now beeping. I'm going to zoom in a little bit because I want you to see the design as I pull the paper off of it. I'm going to turn this off, open this up, pull my cup out, and I'm going to go ahead and take this paper, butcher paper, and sublimation paper off of here. The mug is kind of hot, but not the handle. getting there. And here we go. Isn't that nice? I'm just loving it. This is hot, so I'm going to go ahead and put this in some water so it can cool down. And that concludes this video. And thank you for watching. I hope you join me on the next video. Bye. And this is how I completed my full set of business stationery.